Hey everyone, back with more good makeup reviews today. I've got a couple of different things to share with you. First, the new Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Makeup Stick. This is a stick form foundation. I have that on today. And Burt's Bees lipsticks kind of surprised me how much I like them. I have 3 of them to show you today. So if I look like I don't have as much foundation on as usual and I'm not getting the right amount of coverage through here to get rid of my redness and all my freckles, it's because I don't have much on, and it is not this product's fault. It is because the sample is too small. Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Makeup Stick, all day color wear and comfort. They sent me a sample of this in one of my Sephora packages, and I used this first color here. It's all gone, and I used it up. It didn't give me enough to cover really my whole face as much as I would like. Now, the product itself, I love. Okay, I have never, ever in my life wanted to even try a makeup stick, a foundation stick, because I figured it would be a greasy, nasty mess. Foundation sticks to me are for people who want super, super heavy foundation coverage, and it just usually comes out looking super thick and super greasy in these stick forms. Well, this one is not going to be like that, and I'm afraid I may have to pick up this in the full size. I'm afraid. Color I used is number 110, Ivoire, basically ivory, and it has a C after it. I guess that means cool. The samples they sent are divided into cool and warm. There's even a neutral on here. So it says they have 20 shades. So I am thinking they will be able to match you. Looks like 110 Ivory C. The one I have is the lightest one in their collection here. So you open these up and there's just a little blob. A little blop. Blop. That's new. That's a new word. Okay. There's a new little blop, a little cake of the stick foundation in there. And they just didn't give me enough to cover my whole face as well as I would like. Now, it's not that the pot product does not have superior coverage, because it sure does, but it just wasn't quite enough. So let me show you on this next color called Buff C, 220 Buff C, the thickness of it. So it is not, totally not greasy whatsoever at all. Okay, what a unique feel for a foundation. It has, it feels very creamy, but it has a dry, like a stiffness to it. So this, you can tell this is going to stay on really well. You can tell this is going to really cover, and it's very movable. It has a very velvety feel, a very, very nice velvety feel. Now, when you have it on, it is not going to be a super dewy look like, say, the Teint Idole regular foundation. It's going to be more of a matte, but not dry matte. It's more of a solid cream look when you have it on. Really shocked that it's not greasy, that it's not super heavy, and the velvety feel to it was a real surprise to me. I'm smelling a very, very faint perfumey smell. There's this one particular smell that Lancome does in all of their mascaras and in their foundations, but it is really, really light. And if it doesn't bother me, it won't bother anybody. I am really liking this. They say you can use it as a concealer, a foundation, or to contour. I guess you could get one of the darker colors and use it to contour. Wow, that's really inexpensive, a very expensive but neat idea. I'm really proud of it. It is not caking. It's not going in my lines. It's not super matte and dry looking. It's not super heavy. Once again, this Teint Idole line of theirs is just out of this world. It's got to be my favorite liquid foundation that I have, and I'm very afraid I may have to pick up this Ultra Makeup Stick. Burt's Bees. These came out a while ago. I want to say a few months ago, actually, and I kind of tried them on once and then I passed them by. Well, I ended up getting some more of my CVS extra care bucks. Oh my God, just $5, $10, $5. They just keep throwing them at me. And I went back and got one of these Burt's Bees lipsticks, and I have it on today. And I liked it so much I went back and bought 2 more. So they've come out with this line of lipsticks, and we all know that they make balms and they make tinted balms. These are not really tinted balm. It is more of a lipstick, and boy does it feel nice on. That's why I like them so much. The one I have on now is called Blush Basin, number 501. Now they have a whole range of colors in these, and a lot of the deeper pinks, fuchsias, and berries to me look exactly the same on. Exactly the same. There's really no variation in them. So I think they could have probably cut it down to maybe 6 or 7 colors and not the million colors that they have. Blush Basin. So these are an actual lipstick, not a tinted balm. They have an odd herbal yet fruity smell. It's very unusual. I've never smelled it in another product. They are very sheer, however, they have a lot of color to them. They feel really smooth and really good on. This is Blush Basin. Feel really good on, really hydrating, really nice. Now I'm not a big fan of the packaging. I don't mind the look of it. It looks cute. It almost looks like it's made out of metal through here, but then when you're clicking it on and off, this just seems really cheap. That's okay. I mean, it's just a drugstore lipstick. I'm not offended by it. I'm just saying it just kind of feels cheap. So that's Blush Basin. This one is called Suede Splash. You know I love my nudes, my mauves, my nudie mauves, my pinky mauves, my brownie mauves. A little bit of sheerness to these, but still some pigment. Not a tinted balm, definitely. Last, I have Nile Nude. A very peach nude. Peach pink nude. Nice and creamy. And they feel so nice on. You just feel like after you've taken them off, you feel like your lips are still very smooth. It's coming up, and I think I'm going to change up some things in here. I think I'm going to change where I sit and sort of clean up back here and try to do a different angle or something like that. Change that up. I'm going to be working all that in the weeks to come.